Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to MQW Driving School YouTube channel. If you're learning to drive in the UK and you're wondering, am I ready for my driving test? Then this video is for you. Today I'm breaking down 27 driving essential skills you need to master yourself before you go for your driving test 100%. So watch this video till the end because missing one skill can cost you your test. So these skills, we can divide them into total 8 sections. And every section will cover some skills, cover up all towards number 1 skill till number 27 skills. So let's start with section number 1 and start talking about the first skills. Section number 1, controls and preparation, including your rule and regulations. So let's start skill number 1 to 5. Number 1, cockpit drill and control. You learn about DSSM, door, seat, steering, seatbelt and mirrors. So seat, steering, seatbelt, mirrors, headrest, train, and every single lesson and the test. So that's your skill number 1 you have to learn. Skill number 2, steering control. Do pull-push technique, smooth steerings, no crossing your hands or your arms unnecessarily. Skill number 3, use of your pedal, race and brake. Use smoothly your clutch, no coasting. Correct acceleration and a brake balance. Skill number 4, gear and clutch control. Correct gear at the right time with the right speed. No riding the clutch. Again, no coasting. Skill number 5. When you know your basics about rule and regulations, cockpit and controls, instrument of the car, then we go for skill number 5, moving and stopping. You do 3 different types of moving and stopping in the driving test. 1, on the flat surface. 2, on the hill, inclined. Number 3, at angle behind the car. And you maybe do extra moving and stopping for the emergency brake exercise or any other reasons. So all this moving and stopping should be safely under the full control. So that was your section number 1, control and preparation about yourself, about your car under the rule and regulation of the driving standard. Skill number 1 to 5. So let's move on to the next section. Section number 2. Your observation and mirror checks. So let's talk about the skill number 6. Effective use of mirrors. Mirrors before signal, before speed and before change of direction is must. Not just do a quick glance where you are not looking effectively. Skill number 7. Must do your blind spot checks. Learn how to check your blind spots in a stationary car or while you're moving. Especially when you're moving off, pulling over or changing lane, you need to look on your shoulders as a blind spot check. While driving, if you keep your hands on the wheel, that goes out of the front window, and when you're moving off from the stationary car, look to the back window. Now skill number 8. You must do all-around observation. You must do or must learn your skill about looking 360-degree checks. So when you're standing on the junctions, on the roundabout or do your maneuvers, you should know how to turn your body. Looking on your mirrors, just doing the eyesight check is not enough. You must do 360 check around your car. So you must know what's going on around your car in 360 degree. Whether you look mirrors or blind spots, but you must know what's going on around your car. That is another skill. Skill number 8. Now we're moving to skill number 9. Anticipation and awareness. Reading the road ahead, about the pedestrian, about the cyclist, about any developing hazard, like a hazard perception. That's another skill you must master off before your driving test. That skill called awareness and planning and anticipation. So you always know what's going on in your surrounding as a perception, and you must master this skill to make yourself pass the driving test on the first time. So this was the section number 2, observation and mirror skills. Now let's move on section number 3. So section number 3, road position and about your speed. This is your skill number 10, correct road position. It's about your normal driving position, 1 meter away from the curb, from the parked cars, your turning left position, turning right position, position on the roundabouts. So anytime you're driving, that is called your correct road position. That's like a lane disciplines, but lane discipline is separate. So skill number 11, speed control. You must match your speed to the road condition and with the traffic condition, and don't think your speed is a target, and you must drive with a correct speed control. Remember, we are talking about the skill. So this is a speed control. You can control your speed in all the scenarios on the road with the road condition, traffic condition, weather condition. Skill number 12, following distance. You must follow your 2-second rule gap in the dry weather and 4-second rule gap in wet weather and 10-second rule gap in icy weather. You should not drive too close to any driver in any situation. This can lead you in one of the accident situations. So you must master this skill, also called skill number 12, following distance. Skill number 13, lane discipline. You must stay in your lane. Staying in the lane is a skill. Center of your lane, balance, not whirling and straddling your lanes. Whenever you're changing the lanes, you do it safely with the proper mirror checks, with the proper lane discipline, and must do it only when is legal. So that was your section number 3, talking about the road position and the speed, and that covered your skill number 10 to 13. So let's move on to the next section. Section number 4, junctions and turns. This will cover your skill from 14 till 17. So first one, number 14 number skill, emerging at junction. You must emerge properly. You do your peep and creep in a nice order, properly. Find the safe gap at the junction, and you should not do hesitation or do not force the other traffic to slow down or stop because of you. This is a skill you have to learn from your instructors or before in your private practice. Then you must learn the skill number 15, which is like turning left. Your position for the left turn, your speed, right gear for the left turn, which mirror to check, which signal to give, and which observation you should do about the cyclist. That is your left turn skills, turning left skills. Then turning right. Correct positioning for the right turn, where to stand while waiting for the other driver. How you gonna wait safely in the center of the space for the front. How you can be safe from your left, from your front, where you going. Judging the gap from the front cars, making the right observation, and finding the safe gap for making a right turn, which called crossing the path of somebody. That's skill 16. Now let's move to skill 17. Junction and complex junctions or crossroads. You must do awareness about the complex and crossroad junction. What type of the junction is this? With the light, without the light, with the road marking or without the road marking. So you can have the good awareness, proper signals, and proper lane choice, and do it safely. That was your section number 4 about the junctions and turns, and cover up your skill 14 till 17. So let's move on to next section. Section number 5. This is about the roundabouts, and you're learning the skill number 18 and 19. Now you can divide the roundabout into 2 simple things, mini roundabout and multi-lane or large roundabouts. In mini roundabout, you have to learn this skill, how to give way correctly, not cutting the lanes, and who have the priorities, and do proper mirror signal routine on the mini roundabout and your positioning. Then you have the complex roundabouts or multi-lane roundabouts or traffic light control roundabouts or all other different type of the roundabout, or call it simple a large roundabouts. Again, you need to master the large roundabout, all types, and main thing you're learning in this skill is lane discipline about the different type of the roundabouts, which mirror signal routine you need to follow, which safe gap you need to find from the driver coming from your right shoulders, and how you can deal the roundabout safely. So this was your section number 5 about the roundabouts. Cover your skill number 18 and 19 and your mini and large roundabout. So let's move on to the next section. Section number 6. Section number 6 will cover your maneuver skills. Now we're covering the skill number from 20 till 23. First of all, you might get 3 maneuvers in the test, which you need to master your skill. But in the actual test, you only get 1 maneuver. Randomly, we don't know which one the examiner will choose for you. So skill number 20. Pull up on the right hand side of the road, reverse the 2-car length back. But what skill you are learning in this maneuver is safe, control, good, observation, 360 degree all around the car. Keep the car under your full control without hitting the tires to the curb. And then you know how to cross the path of the other driver and stop the car on the right hand side of the road. So you mastered the pull up on the right maneuver skill. Skill number 21. You go to car parks, do the bay parking. The first skill you need to learn in 20 number 1 is your bay parking and park in reverse. Examiner can ask you reverse and forward bay parking. So this skill you can take it as a reverse bay parking skill. It can be any car park. Main thing is you do your 360 degree checks, mirrors, car under the full control, and you know how you can park center of the bay correctly. And you know how to adjust yourself if you have to. Skill number 22. Still a bay parking. But this skill is your forward bay parking. Again, it can be any car park. But the main skill you're learning is how to keep the car under full control, whether you do left side forward parking or right side forward parking. Good positioning, proper steering, briskly, quickly with 2 hands, not crossing the hand. And while doing this skill, you're learning about control and observation at the same time. Move on to the next skill. Skill number 23. Parallel parking. In parallel parking, you learn about these skills, what distance I needed from the front car to get out behind it, how I need to stop the car behind the car and make my moving angle move off. Then how I do 360 degree observation, how I keep the car under the full control. But as I remember, I just mentioned you before, I'm mentioning you one more time. You are learning almost 4 skills. Pull up on the right hand side, bay parking, reverse, forward and parallel parking. But out of these 4 maneuvers or 4 skills you can count, you only get 1 in the test and examiner will choose it on the day of the test. So that was the section number 6 about your maneuvers. So let's move on to section number 7. Section number 7. Special road situation. Now we're covering the skill number 24 till 26. We're talking about judgment and LADA. LADA means look, assess, decide and action. LADA. Now let's talk about the skill number 24 first. This is about your meeting and overtaking judgments. You should know how to give way to the other drivers on the road, thinking about the priority, width and space. Then you should know how to overtake using the MSPSL routine. So that's your judgment about meeting and overtaking. That's a skill you need to learn in 24 number skill. Skill number 25, use of signal. You should not forget about signal to give and you should not forget about to cancel. You should know how to give signal properly in the time and correctly, clear in a good time for other drivers. You know how to give signal. You should know how to understand the other driver signals for you. So make you another skill. Skill number 26, where you respond to the road sign and road marking. Road sign and road marking, like triangle, circle and information, they give you a job. So you must know about your speed limits, box junction, keep clear signs, cycle lane, bus lane, all the paint on the floor, all the signs with all the shapes. So you know how to respond at them and make your own judgment. So that is why in this section number 7, you learn about more judgment, special road situations and take your routine of LADA. Before you was learning about basic mirror signal routines, then you observation, now you're using the judgment. So this was section number 7. So let's move on to the next section. Section number 8. Now in this section number 8, you learn about independent driving. which will cover your skill number 27, which is your last skill. Now, in independent driving, you get two types of independent driving. One can be the follow the sat nav, almost about for 20 minutes, or you maybe have to follow the traffic signs. Examiner will tell you which one he want to use. But these days, they're trying to do more independent driving, more extra time on the sat nav, more realistic type of the driving. So you must master this skill for your driving test. Must use your sat nav driving for at least 1 hour continuously, which will help you to drive in the test almost for 20 minutes easily. So that was your section number 8, last skill, number 27, independent driving. So let's summarize what we have learned so far. So far we have talked about 8 sections and 27 skills. I'm going to share the link in this video from the DVSA website. That is called Keep Your Learning Record. Whether you're doing this learning with your instructor or you're doing this learning privately. If your instructor is not using this syllabus, which we call 27 essential skills to pass your driving test, then please print this out, show to your instructor and give yourself a marking. That total 5 marking you can give yourself, or 5 score you can give yourself. So let me tell you these scores. Score number 1 means somebody have introduced you all these skills. You just know about these skills as what their names are, what you should be doing in that situation, which we call a guided situation. Just first time a guide. If you achieve that situation or if you achieve that stage, then you can give yourself score number 1. But that's not enough to pass the test. Let's go to the score number 2. That score number 2 means somebody help you to do these skills. So that means your instructor introduced you these skills, but now he's helping you to work on that skill. So you means he's guiding you, he's telling you what to do all the time, and you are just performing on his wording. Then you can give yourself score number 2 because somebody helped you. If you want to give yourself score number 3, that's called prompting. You achieve the prompting level. If your instructor still prompting you, still giving you the tips and hints what to do in this situation or this situation, or he's helping you to find the gaps on the junction, on the roundabout, or he's telling you you are forgetting about the blind spot, about the mirror, that means he's prompting you, he's reminding you. Then you can give yourself a score number 3. Then again is not enough to pass your test for the first time. Let's move on to the next score. Score number 4. Where you are independent. You do not need anybody help. Nobody guiding you, nobody introducing you in the no topic, nobody helping you, nobody prompting you. You are doing everything by yourself. Then you can give yourself in that marking sheet score number 4. I will try to put this sheet over here in the left side here, then you can see that scores. Then you can mark yourself for score, independent level. That means instructor only will tell you where to go, or SatNav is telling you where to go, and you don't need no help. You can do it without any mistake. That is the level. Skill 27. Now this is where you are on skill number from 1 to 27. You can drive independently without somebody help. Now you have a chance to pass your driving test with some minor mistakes. But if you want to improve yourself more, then you think of score number 5, which means reflection. Reflection means you know your mistake. You know you've done this mistake. You can reflect your own performance. And now you're telling yourself, I can do this better next time. Nobody have to correct me. I realize my mistake. I know where I go wrong. Nobody still need to help me. I use my own mind. I understand my mistake and I find my own solution. Nobody need to help me still. I reflect my own performance. That is where you give your skill number 5. And this is where you score yourself a 5 in the marking sheet in learning progress report. If you are on 4 and 5, then you are in the good situation to pass your driving test for the first time. If you score yourself 1 to 3, you better do more practice. You still can fail the driving test and then it will cost you more money. Again, if you don't know where you are, ask your instructor to help you to score 1 to 5 in each skill. And then be honest with yourself and score genuinely. You know yourself better where you are. You should tell your instructor what you want to do, which skill you want to learn today, because you have a clear progress card in your hand what to learn before master yourself before you go to the driving test. So everything is in your hand. So score yourself 1 to 5 every day. Tell which skill you have learned today and where you are today. And that is how you know how many hours I need to pass this driving test. Common question. If you can confidently perform all 27 of these driving skills, you are generally test ready if you are on the 4 and 5. If not, there is a chance to fail your driving test. If you find this video helpful, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your other friends anywhere in the UK. And if you are test ready, please comment, say test ready. And if you're watching this video after you pass, then say you pass in the comment under down. And anybody want to learn in Leeds, in Bradford, in West Yorkshire, from MTW Driving School, we have 200 instructors under our list, which we can help you to arrange the lesson with them. So you can just hit the button or go to our website, MTW Driving School, and do the live WhatsApp chat, and we will find the instructor for you. But this time, you take the control, not your instructor. You print out the sheet. You tell your instructor, I want to learn 27 skills. 27 skills means you need 27 days. 1 hour for every skill to learn. Then you can repeat these one easily to master them more and get the score 4 and 5, and you can pass the driving test for the first time. So save this video and don't forget to comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time with another tips. Goodbye.